All right, let's see if I remember how to do this. Gotta position this camera a little bit. It's a little zoomed in. All right, focus, and there we go. Cool. This looks pretty good. And yeah, it's been so long. Yeah, let's get started. What is up, guys? Joel here, and it has been a long time, I know, but I wanted to take some time to myself, and just taking that long break made me postpone many things and things that I really enjoyed, like these videos, which I miss, and I miss you all that always show support even when I was gone. Maybe I can save that for a separate video down the road, but I want to get into this video, which is Apple's new MagSafe battery pack. So I actually picked up one of these to see if it's worth the purchase, because it does go for $99. Inside the packaging, don't expect much besides the battery pack itself and some literature. There's no lightning cable included, no power adapter, which we should all be used to now. So all you get is this MagSafe battery pack, which is made out of a soft plastic. Now flipping it over, inside you have this soft rubber that helps when attaching this battery pack to your iPhone, either when you're using a case or without a case. Now from my usage, I have found that it stays on better when using a case. I've been using Apple's leather cases, like this Apple one, or Nomad's leather cases. Keep in mind, these cases have MagSafe built into them, so that way when you magnetize MagSafe accessories like this battery pack, it'll magnetize pretty strongly. Otherwise, any other case that does not have MagSafe built into it, it won't magnetize as strong or even at all. But whenever using it bare naked, no case, because of this matte glass on the iPhone 12 Pro models, I find it easier to slide off, especially if you slide it or push it from the bottom part of the battery pack. I will say though, the magnets are pretty strong, and even shaking the device took a bit of force. You really have to shake it in order to have it slide off the device. So on a day-to-day usage, I really didn't find it coming off by accident or anything like that, unless if you push it from the bottom. Now, just like Apple's smart battery cases that have been released in previous years, this MagSafe battery pack does not have an on and off switch, so there's no way to turn it on or turn it off whenever you like. You only get a lightning port at the bottom and an indicator next to it that will light up either amber, which means it is not fully charged, and green when it is fully charged. Now with this indicator, the only way to really know how much percentage you have on your battery pack is by magnetizing it to your iPhone, and you'll get this prompt on your lock screen that'll show the battery percentage of your phone and the battery percentage of the battery pack. If you have your battery widget set up on your home screen or on your today's view, you can also see the exact percentage there as well. Now with Apple's MagSafe battery pack, I find it really nice that it has this software integration, but that is the difference that you get from Apple's MagSafe battery pack versus third parties that have their own version of a MagSafe battery pack. For example, I actually have Anker's battery pack right here that is also MagSafe. So it'll simply magnetize to the back of your iPhone 12, just like the Apple one. But some differences in this one is the fact that it's not as seamless as Apple's, as in when you attach it, it doesn't immediately start charging. You actually have to turn it on by pressing the power button down below, and as you can see side by side, it is slightly thicker than your Apple one and doesn't look as appealing as Apple's MagSafe battery pack as well. Now, aside from the need of having to press that button to start charging, there are a few added benefits this has over Apple's. The battery life can easily be seen with the 4 LED indicators that it has at the bottom, but you won't be able to know precisely how much battery is on it, because those 4 LED indicators only show if it's at 100%, 75, 50, 25, or 0%. This one doesn't have that nice iOS integration like Apple's does. Now, both Apple and Anker's battery packs can charge other Qi wireless devices, not just iPhone 12s. So what that means, if you have a set of AirPod Pros or AirPods that have the wireless charging case, or any other device that charges wirelessly, you can easily place it on there and it'll start charging as well. But one step up on Anker's battery pack is the fact that it can also output power using a USB-C cable, using that USB-C port at the bottom. That's something Apple's battery pack cannot do, since its Lightning port is only used to charge it. Now, these two MagSafe products, of course, are battery packs, so they'll be used to charge your iPhone 12s, but how much do they really charge? Throughout my several days of testing, I have been using an iPhone 12 Pro Max, so keep that in mind. Apple's MagSafe battery pack is a 1460 milliamp battery, which may seem small, but comparing it to other batteries, this can actually push through more volts at 7.62 volts with a rating at 11.13 watt hours. Now, when looking at Anker's battery pack, this comes with a 5000 milliamp battery, which seems like a lot, but it's rated at 18.5 watt hours, so there isn't a huge difference when comparing the two. Now, how does this all translate into charging is that I got about 45 to 50% battery life on my iPhone 12 Pro Max when using Apple's MagSafe battery pack from 100% till it depleted completely. It did take about an hour and a half to fully exhaust the battery life on the battery pack and give my iPhone 12 Pro Max that 45 to 50% battery, because it'll charge your iPhone 12 at 5 watts, which isn't that fast of charging. But using Anker's battery pack is the same when it comes to charging speeds, because it also charges at 5 watts, but this one was able to give me up to 70% battery life on my iPhone 12 Pro Max from a fully dead battery. So when using Anker's battery pack, it was able to give me an extra 25% boost of battery compared to Apple's. Now, if you use a different iPhone 12 like the 12 mini or the 12 or 12 Pro, Apple states that using their MagSafe battery pack will give the iPhone 12 mini an additional 70% of a charge, and the iPhone 12 or 12 Pro will get you about 60% of an additional charge. This seems pretty fair and accurate, since my iPhone 12 Pro Max got about 45%, where Apple states that it'll get at least up to 40% battery charge. So if you have any other device, you could kind of go by this and predict how much battery boost you'll get. Now, an added feature for Apple's MagSafe battery pack that we haven't seen yet is reverse charging. When you have the battery pack attached and want to plug it in to charge, you can plug in your Lightning cable directly into either the battery pack or into your iPhone, and it'll charge both devices. Now, if you use Apple CarPlay or want to sync your iPhone to your computer, you can just connect the Lightning cable to your iPhone directly, and it'll reverse charge the MagSafe battery pack, so both will start charging up as well. So we at least know the iPhone's MagSafe can actually output power. It just sucks that we can't do reverse charging for things like the AirPods or our Apple Watch or anything like that. But as far as battery packs, and now that we brought Anker's battery pack into the mix, you may be asking which one is better. And I'd say, I guess it comes down to what your needs are. I personally enjoy the software integration and simplicity of just magnetizing the Apple battery pack and it begins to charge my device. But it is hard to recommend at $99. Considering the Anker MagSafe battery pack is about half the price at $55, and Anker's battery pack gives you more versatility aside from it just magnetizing to your iPhone 12, since you can charge pretty much any other device you have because of the USB-C port. For Apple's MagSafe battery pack, I've actually been using it sort of like the MagSafe charger, like this one here, because I just have it plugged into power, and whenever I want to charge my iPhone 12 Pro Max on it, since it's connected to power and I'm using a 20-watt adapter, it'll charge my iPhone at 15 watts wirelessly, which is pretty nice, which is the same thing that the regular MagSafe charger does as well. Now, I've had Apple's MagSafe battery pack for a few weeks now, and I have to say that it does get dirty, at least with the cases that I've been using, the leather cases. It seems that it's kind of staining my battery pack. It is something to be aware of and cautious about if you don't want to get it all dirty. But what do you think? Do you like the simplicity and looks of Apple's MagSafe battery pack? Or would you use the bulkier and more versatile Anker MagSafe battery pack for half the price? I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments section below. Now, if you're interested in any of these, I'll have these listed in the description down below if you want to pick them up for yourself. But that is going to wrap it up for this video. If you want to keep up with what is going on, feel free to follow on social media like Instagram and Twitter. And now that I'm back with making videos once again, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you won't miss the next video when that drops. I do plan on having something pretty big coming in the next few days. Probably by the time you're watching this video, it might be up on my social media. So be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram because it is quite literally big. It's a big product. I'm really excited for it. But other than that, I really appreciate all the continued support while I've been away. It feels good to be back making these videos, but I'll catch you all on the next one. All right, peace.